Hey girl, hey! Y'all, don't comment on how I've been MIA for the past 2 months. My camera literally broke. After I bought it like 3 months ago, my camera just... So, I sent it back, tried to get it repaired. The repairs are $500. Not happening on my watch, baby. I might as well buy a new one with that money. So I'm gonna be buying a new camera, which will probably take like a month. But because I'm a miracle worker, I'm recording this video for y'all while my brother is home. I'm using his camera. Simply because I make do. But when I do get my new camera, you better believe you're gonna get an extremely long vlog, life update, girl chat, because it's much needed. Y'all miss so much. Also prefacing this video by saying that it's hot Louisiana summer. If you hit AC come on and it sounds like something is powering up like a Power Ranger or a Transformer, I'm so sorry. That's my AC. And also if you hear a lawnmower going. Like I said, it's Louisiana summer, baby. This grass is being cut like every week. And also, if you hear my brother in the background, if you hear any of my siblings in the background yapping, I'm sorry. If you hear my brother making music or you just start to hear piano or something, I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can. Anyways, today's video is going to be a big book haul. I bought quite a lot of books. Stuff I have no business buying, baby. But okay, listen. I've read a lot of these books. I bought a few books that I've read, and I also have a little bit of a library haul. I guess we should start off with the library haul. This is the other haul. You see how fat that stack is? Like, you know, so we'll start with the library haul, which isn't that big. I'm unhinged and deranged when it comes to using my library card. I've never pretended to be the same person in the library, and I now work at the library, so it's even worse. Every day I'm coming home with a new book. First of all, we'll start off with my current read. I have The Garden Within by Dr. Anita Phillips. This one is like a nonfiction about emotions, kind of self-help, but not really. A little bit religious, but not really. To me, not really. And it's basically talking about, if you liked Inside Out 2, you'll love this book, hands down. Because it's basically talking about like how your beliefs become seeds that become like your sense of self, and how you operate in the world is based off of these beliefs and these memories and things like that, and like your soul and your heart being a garden, which you need to water and take care of and all those sorts of things. And like, how's the soil of your spirit, how's the soil of your heart, like things like that. It's really good. She obviously explains it a lot better than I do. I'm liking it so far. It is triggering me just a little bit because it's making me do a lot of reflecting. And like this year, I told y'all we're gonna have a big girl chat, because this year, oh baby, therapy been going crazy. That's all I'll say. Just me trying to like better myself and actually be open to friendships and be a more loving and caring and kind person has been taking a lot of work, because I've built this like emotional border in my mind that is protecting me, but it's really not, and it's built off some trauma. And it's like I'm breaking that border down and building actually healthy and useful protection methods, I guess. I don't know. I do know, but it's hard to explain it. We're gonna talk about that in the girl chat. But this book is helping me a lot with that. My therapist actually recommended me that book. So if you're in therapy, you should read it too, queen. Let's read it together. Then this next one is kind of exciting because I've never really read from this genre, but I'm reading Hollow Fields by Madeline Roska. This is the omnibus. It's a manga, obviously. I'm like halfway through this book. This is how far I am into it. It's so good. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like about this elementary school kid that's going to this boarding school. She thought she was going to a normal boarding school that her parents signed her up for, but she ends up going to like this magical kind of evil school for this kid, mad scientist. And so she has these very weird classes, and the principal's low-key trying to kill these kids. I don't really know what that's about, but it's very dangerous for you to not complete your homework or for you to get bad grades, because they will send you to the windmill, I think it's called. And basically no kid has ever come back from the windmill, and I think that they're killing these kids. And they have like this secret project that they're working on. It's a lot going on in this book, but it's so good and I'm invested. Now for these next books, I did have a video planned, so I may be like harboring them and hoarding them from the library until I can get my camera, because I'm going to film this video for my anticipated releases of the year. I have 2 books for that video. Masquerade by O.O. Shangoyomi. I have that one, which is a Persephone retelling West African fantasy book set in the 1500s. Sounds too good, girl. And I got this on audiobook too. And then I also got The Ballad of Jacques Delahaye by Briony Cameron. This one is a pirate fantasy. Y'all know how obsessed I am with pirates. I don't know what that obsession is about, but maybe I was a pirate in my past life. Because I'm obsessed with pirates. Anything pirate, I'm reading. And this one also has a little bit of a sapphic romance in it from what I've heard. I'm excited to read this. I wanted to film like an anticipated releases reading vlog. So pray for me when it comes to that, girl. Because who knows? Thieves Gambit by Kavion Lewis. This sounds too good. I'm expecting like the Inheritance Games type of vibe. I'm excited. I'm kind of in my mystery fantasy mood. Guys, this fall I already know how I'm going to be in such a heavy fantasy mood because I'm already feeling it coming on. I can't wait for fall. I'm so sick of summer. I get it. I understand the summer girls. But autumn? Boo! I'm about to buy myself a new pair of Uggs. I'm ready for fall. And then I could finally tell y'all some of the mysterious secrets I'm keeping. I also got Divine Rivals because I've heard too much good stuff about it, y'all. 2 rival journalists writing letters to each other, magical typewriters, a war's going on. I don't know, it sounds too good. I wouldn't be surprised if I don't read it though, because I checked it out from the library like 3 times and I still haven't read it for some reason. A Worthy Love by A.E. Valdez. This is another one for a video that I plan to film. I want to do like reading popular Black Book Talk books, and this is one of them. I need to buy Restore Me by J.L. Seegers because I'm already convinced that I'm gonna love that book and I just want to buy it. These are the books that I actually bought. Again, I had no business buying this much, and yet I still bought it because who's gonna stop me? Not myself. Here she is. Should we go in order of like the books that I've already read and then the books that I haven't read? I think so. First of all, we'll start off with my children's books because like I said, I'm a part-time children's librarian. Too iconic. And so I'm starting my own little children's book collection in my own library. Garlic and the Vampire by Brie Paulson. I think I talked about this book quite a bit last year because I read this last fall. Absolutely adored it. I will be recommending this book this fall because it's the most perfect fall graphic novel on this planet. Following like these little vegetable people that are farmers, and there's a new vampire that moves into town and everybody's scared of him, and they send Garlic to go see what the vampire's here for to make sure he's not about to wreak havoc. And because apparently, you know, vampires are supposed to be afraid of Garlic or something, or Garlic is supposed to kill vampires, something like that. And so they send Garlic, and Garlic is just this tiny little baby. And the vampire ends up being so sweet. The vampire is like my favorite character. I just love this book so much. I love it. I will be recommending it and talking about it in my fall book recommendations, which may be sooner than later because I can't wait for fall. And I'm completely over summer. I've been to the beach already. I've been swimming already. Next, wrap it up. I'm ready to bake my pumpkin pies and stuff. Like, anyway, Stacey's Remarkable Books by Stacey Abrams. I love this book also. This is one of my favorite children's books. I need to buy a few more children's books that I've read that I just haven't bought yet that I also love. But as of now, these are the ones we have. What's in Your Pocket by Heather L. Montgomery. This is another one of my favorites. I've been forcing all my little cousins to read this book because if I read this book when I was younger, I would be doing some of the stuff that I'm doing now a lot younger. Then we have Beverly Jenkins books. These are the ones that I've read. I have another one that I haven't read yet, but I'm only showing you the ones that I've read first. Rebel, and then the last 2 books of the Destiny series, Destiny Surrender and Destiny's Captive. Rebel, this one, oh baby. Oh baby. Don't hate on the granny books, okay? Don't knock it till you try it. I was like, I would never read a Beverly Jenkins book like this, such 80-year-old activity, and I'm hooked. I've read like 5 this year. Y'all. But this one has been my favorite so far this year, I'm not gonna lie. This one was also really good. Ignore the shirtless men on this cover. Beverly, you will pay for your crimes. But Destiny Surrender, also a banger. Also a banger. This one wasn't as good as this one to me, but it was still good. This one was more slow burn. Okay, I will preface this by saying I highly recommend Beverly Jenkins as an author. All of her stuff. I would say to start off with Rebel, just because like nothing's clearing like this book will in her backlist so far. But her stuff is not slow burn, okay? When the men meet the women, when the MMCs meet the FMC, they're locked in. They're playing no games. They're like, let's get married now, today. And I thought I wasn't a fan of that. But like, I don't know, girl. I don't know. It's kind of insta love, but it's mainly from the man's perspective, where he's like, that's my wife. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not necessarily insta love, but it kind of is. If you think you're an insta love hater, no, you're not. You just haven't read Beverly Jenkins, because I thought I was an insta love hater, and then I read these books and I'm like, I don't know. I'm just saying, y'all, like page 100, they're locked in for life. And I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of feeling that. Cause what are we questioning? What are we waiting around for? So those are the Beverly Jenkins books that I have read. Rebel is actually, I think Rebel is the first book to the Women Who Dare series by Beverly Jenkins. I finished the whole Destiny series. I really like that series. The first book is a cowboy romance. I will say that. I will say that. Y'all see I have my Chris Stapleton merch on? I'm obsessed with country music. I'm obsessed with small town men. Small town fictional men. Fictional cowboys. Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now. Go read those. Okay, next. Hostile Takeover by Christina C. Jones. People told me not to start off with this book for Christina C. Jones, and I still did whatever I want anyway. I did like this one. It's like a billionaire romance. He was locked in from like page 100, but I felt like after the tension wore off between them about to get together, it kind of went downhill a little bit. Like there wasn't enough tension during the second half of the book for me to be locked in with this story like that. And the man in this book and the man in this book, they're both kind of crash outs. And I love that. I love that. I'm sorry. Anyway, I love a man that's literally gonna lose his mind behind somebody messing with this woman. Next. Aphrodite and the Duke by J.J. McAvoy is another one that I already read. I like this one. Wasn't my favorite. And I do plan to continue the series. For like a good chunk of this book, I did not root for the characters to be together. And for a romance book, that doesn't really work because it's a romance book. You need to want the characters to be together for you to really, really like it. And for half this book, I didn't want the characters to be together. So, do what you will with that information. You knew I had to buy it. You knew this. Favorite book of the year so far. Ezra, I'm proposing to you. You get what I'm saying? Like, this man actually measures up to Zafir Ansari. To me, from me, that is high praise. Because Zafir Ansari is the male main character from Taking and Danny Brown. That's my OG favorite romance book. Nothing topped that book for years. And Zafir is my actual husband. I'm so delusional. And this man actually measured up to Zafir. That's high praise. Anyway, this book kind of follows a florist I talk about this book so often, so I'm not going to give you too much of a synopsis. But this book follows a florist who moves to Harlem to kind of start her flower shop and chase her dreams in that sense. And there she meets this mysterious man named Ezra. Ricky and Ezra, they're that fictional couple for me. Other than Danny Brown and Zephyr, nobody's topping them. Nobody's topping them. Love this book. I will be buried with it. Thank you. And then another one of my favorites of the year, Of Time and Turtles by Cy Montgomery. This is a nonfiction book. This book actually changed my life. Like, so much has happened this year after reading this book because of this book. It made me like discover a few of my passions. Cy Montgomery, you're a queen, you're an icon. I love you so much. This book changed my life. I can't wait to read the rest of her backlist. Okay, on to the books that I bought that I have not read yet, which is only a few. Shout out to me. When We Were Birds by Ayanna Lloyd Banwo. I bought this for Read Caribbean Month. Guess what? It's almost August. Read Caribbean Month was June. I don't know why it hasn't been read yet. Probably because it's kind of magical realism, and I like that sometimes. And I think I may want to get the audiobook of it. But it is a love story set in Trinidad, so I mean, a romance is gonna sell me every time. So I'm probably gonna get the audiobook of that one and tandem read the audio with the physical. A book that I have read this year that I need to buy is The Adventures of Amina Al-Sarafi. A banger of a book. Oh my god. Shannon Chakraborty. You're that girl for real. Then I got Love and Color by Bolu Babalola. Y'all know I've been talking about reading this for some time, especially because I already read Honey and Spice and I loved Honey and Spice. That was amazing. College romance. This one's kind of like mythical love stories, short story collection kind of vibe. And I've heard that it's absolutely amazing and fantastic, so I can't wait to read it. White Teeth by Zadie Smith. I got the UK cover of this. Why? Who knows? But it's gorgeous. I already have the US edition of this book. Have I read this book? No. I don't know. I just be buying stuff sometimes. And then, like I said, I had another Beverly Jenkins to tell you about. To Catch a Raven by Beverly Jenkins. I thought that this was book 2 of the Women Who Dare series. This is book 3. So I guess I have to buy book 2. I guess I just have to buy it because, I mean, I'm already committed. And like I said, Rebel was absolutely amazing. This one is like a fake marriage. Beverly has all the good tropes, y'all. This one, okay, I'm going to give you a little bit of a quick rundown on Beverly Jenkins books that I've read and that I haven't read. This one is a fake marriage, like I told you. This one is a marriage of convenience. This one is a marriage of convenience, but the marriage of convenience only happens at like the last 100 pages. Like, for more than half of the book, it's just tension. It's just tension. This one is a pirate romance. The FMC steals the MMC's ship, and he finds her, and he's like, what's up, little girl? Like, why you stole my ship? And they have a sword fight, and he's like, oh, this my wife. Next. Period. I don't know what's so addictive about her books and how our MMCs are like automatically obsessed with the women. But shout out to Beverly. She's doing the thing, girl. This one is a marriage of convenience, I want to say. And like a little bit of a secret baby trope. And then this one is cowboy western romance. This is how I got into Beverly Jenkins books because y'all know how obsessed I am with cowboy romance books. And when I saw that this one was, I was like, let me go ahead and lock in with Beverly. So I have this one. I don't have book 2. I will be buying book 2. I've never pretended to have self-control. Last but not least, in this whole haul, I have So Let Them Burn by Camila Cole. I've heard some pretty good things about this book. Dragons, fantasy. I think this one is a Jamaican inspired book. I think it's also may have a little bit of a romance. Perhaps a sapphic romance? I don't know. Do not take my word for it. But I've heard some great things. I'll probably be reading this during the fall because I'm going to probably have a fantasy fall. I'm in a pretty big fantasy mood, and I anticipate being in one during the entirety of fall, along with, so y'all see I'm trying to get the last of my summer rom-com mood dealt with so that I can read those books. But that was 23 different books. I wish I had my camera, y'all, because I have so many books that I want to read, but I want to read them for vlogs. Like, I still need to finish the Veronica Speedwell series, but I'm vlogging that. I don't want to, like, read the book and have to rehash what all happened. I want y'all to actually see my reactions. That's the whole point of a vlog. Those are all the books that I bought. Those are all the books that I got from the library. Those are all the books that I bought and I've already read. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I will be hopefully seeing you very, very soon, but who knows how soon that will be. Thanks for watching. Bye.